Hey everybody, this is autobotjohn and this is a rant video basically. So I just got the news that they have found the new cast for the reboot of Ghostbusters. And I just wanted to go on record and say that I am not against any of these women. I don't remember their names, but you can find it on Twitter and Facebook. They've posted it. I'm not against any of these women at all. What I'm against is, so I don't get blasted, oh, you're a feminist, or, you are against women. That is not true. I'm not. Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman in the new Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, I think that's a pretty cool idea. At first I wasn't on board, but I think she can really pull it off. So no, I'm not against female lead roles. What I'm against is the rebooting of a classic like Ghostbusters. Okay, so for many years now, any of you who are real Ghostbuster fans have known and heard that there was a rumor going around that there was going to be Ghostbusters 3. They were all on board apparently, except for Bill Murray, who said that he would only do it if his character was killed off, which, that would suck, but I can understand. Now, after Harold Ramis dies, it's like that was scrapped. So instead of letting it die like it should have, keeping fans happy, they decide that they just want to reboot it. And I'm not crazy about a reboot. What I'm crazy about is they're going to reboot it and take care. And they're going to turn them into female lead roles. And that is what I have a problem with. Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon Spengler, and Winston Zeddemore are male characters. They were created to be male characters. They are not female characters, therefore should not be female characters. James Bond is male, not a female. So you don't see a female James Bond, do you? And God hopes they won't do that. Superman is a male. That's why they have Superman and Supergirl. I mean, how would you feel if we're going to reboot Batman, but it's going to be a female playing Batman? Most would be, oh, I'm on board. That's a cool idea. The true Batman fans would be so angry and irritated they'd blow Twitter up for weeks upon weeks until. So that's how I feel right now, is that my childhood has been literally just destroyed, because Ghostbusters is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I feel like Hollywood cash in on it has just crapped all over it. And I'm not the only one, because I've read the comments on Twitter and Facebook. There's a lot upset about this. I don't think it's the fact it's being rebooted, because eventually it has to happen, just like there's rumor of Chris Pratt playing Indiana Jones, and I'm on board for that, because he looks like a young Indiana Jones would look. I mean, he has the look, he has the attitude, he's funny, so I can see that. Harrison Ford is one of my all-time favorite actors, but let's face facts. If he finishes these Star Wars movies, if he doesn't pass away first, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if he finishes all of them, there's no way Harrison Ford is too old to put on the hat and whip again. He won't be able to unless he makes like a cameo. And Mutt Williams is a boring character. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was not that great. And I don't want them to continue on as Mutt Williams taking over. Just reboot it. So yeah, I understand that. If you want the character to keep going, you have to find a different actor. That's cool. And I'm on board for Ghostbusters. If you want these characters to survive and keep going on, then you have to reboot it. You have to get a new actor to play these parts. Cool. But what you don't do is you don't take the script and just say, screw it, we're going to reverse the role, and the reboot, now they're females. First of all, that's just going to suck. because I am not a feminist, but these roles were not intended for a female cast. I'm not going to go see a movie where the Ghostbusters are females. Sorry. Now, if you threw one in there, like 3 males and a female, 2 females and 2 males, okay, but all females, now it's a chick flick, and you've ruined it. My personal opinion is what I think they should do, somehow, some way, and be done with it. Find 4 guys, young guys. They don't even have to be people we know. Just find 4 guys that are unknown, maybe. It worked for Christopher Reeve and Superman. And nobody really knew much about Christian Bale until he played Batman. So, my personal opinion is what they ought to do is scrap this stupid idea. No offense to the actresses, but scrap this idea. Find 4 people, and one can be a female or 2, however. Just find 4 people. Bring back Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, and have them as the Ghostbusters and explain why Egon is not there. He died. Just be honest. It's been years. They're too old. They can't do it anymore. Instead of just rewriting it, have a continuation. Have a continuation, but they retired and they passed the torch to a new group. And say that during the years they built. You know, if you beat a video game, you know at the end the rookie is sent off to create his own group, basically. Have that happen to where there's different Ghostbuster organizations. It became a business, basically, and it spread out. And now the original members are too old, can't do it anymore. Have them still in it, but they're not the main focus anymore. Pass the torch. Don't reboot it. Pass the torch. It's Ghostbusters 3, but you're passing the torch. You're still making the fans happy because you've brought back the originals, yet they don't have to do anything strenuous that will conflict with any of their problems health-wise. You still make the fans happy because guess what? Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and Ernie Hudson are still in it. Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Winston Zeddemore are still there. So we're happy. But introduce a new group who have been working with them, and now it's their turn to take over. There you go. Then you can take this new group and make Ghostbusters 4, 5, 6, and as many as you want. And we're still happy. And then have cameos because they own the business. They started it, therefore they're the owners. They created it. So they're still going to be there. They just won't be in action anymore. Perfect scenario. You make all the fans happy. You create a new group to go on with new movies. You stay loyal to the franchise. Perfect. But what they're doing now with this reboot of all female, restarting the whole story, is spitting and shitting on the franchise. They are pissing off all the Ghostbuster fans. And if you are a fan of Ghostbusters and you're on board with this, something's definitely wrong with you. Like I said, perfect scenario. Take Batman and say we're going to reboot him, but it's going to, I have to say, I mean, it's literally that. It'd be like if they rebooted Terminator, but instead of bringing a male as the Terminator or Arnold Schwarzenegger, they put a female as it. It's not the same. It's a slap in the face to the character. Not the actor or the actress that will play that character, but to the character. Because I'm telling you flat out, if I go to see this movie and the female characters are Ray, Winstead, Egon, and Peter with female names like Petera or you know, something like that, it's idiotic, it's stupid, it's Hollywood trying to cash in, and they know people are going to go see it. People will go see anything these days. Well, I'm not seeing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going ahead to tell you, I'm not seeing it. I'm not for it. I'm not on board with it. And I will stick to my 2 movies I have on DVD and the video game that came out. As far as I'm concerned, that's the Ghostbusters right there. That's the lore. They are going to mess it up. They're going to ruin it. That's just my personal belief. Maybe you feel differently. But if you're on board with this, and you do feel like I do, like this is too far, because I don't even think they're listening to the fans. Because I'm telling you flat out, the real true Ghostbusters fans hate this idea. They hate it. If you're with me, make your voice known. Go to Facebook, express your opinion. Go to Twitter, express your opinion. The director's name is up there. Everybody should tweet him, you know. Our voices need to be heard, and I'm going to keep putting mine out there. I'm not saying it's going to get the movie canceled, but maybe if they get enough complaints, they may stop and think about what they're doing before it's too late. Because so far I've heard they've got the cast, but I don't know about a story or anything like that. They're saying it's going to be a 2016 release. Look, bottom line is it's not too late. We can stop it before it's too late. Hopefully. Let your voice be known, and even if we can't stop it, join me and say enough of this shit and don't go see it. Don't. Now, I know that most people are going to go see it. Nobody cares what I think. Nobody cares what anybody really thinks, and Hollywood knows this. But for once, if the real fans stick together and say, fuck this, I'm not seeing this bullshit, we can hurt them, especially if it ends up being worldwide. We can hurt them to enough where they might look and go, we made a mistake here. Just, like I said, and before this becomes a big issue, which could happen, which I don't care, I'm just expressing how I feel about it. I have nothing against these actresses, McCartney and whoever the other ones are. I just don't feel this is the right thing to do. It's not. They're classic characters. They should not be treated this way. Now, if I'm wrong and this movie ends up being really good, well then I'm wrong. But I'm telling you from what I've seen so far, what I've heard so far, I don't think it's going to work. I don't want to see a chick flick Ghostbusters. Alright? I don't think anybody wants to see that. The Ghostbusters are classic characters. It's a classic film. Maybe it shouldn't be touched. And if the others don't want to come back and do a third one the way I said it should be done, where they pass the torch, then let it die, because I'm fine with Ghostbusters 1 and 2. We've waited so long that honestly, if they never made another one, is anyone really going to get upset about it? Not really. Because you still have the classic movie. You have the classic 1 and 2. You have the video game. They don't need to do this. They don't. And it has upset me. So anyway, that's my video. I don't usually do videos like this, but I didn't know what else to do. I can't put anything on Facebook really because you can get in trouble for that. So I don't care if this gets me in trouble or not. I don't care if the director sees this and he has a fit over it. I don't care if this makes headlines, CNN, whatever. I don't care. I'm telling you, my personal opinion is some films don't need to be touched, and this is one of them. So if you can't do it the right way, don't do it. Don't classic, beloved characters and stories and trash it just because you want to cash in on it. Let it die or do it right.